Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the second episode of the UFC Changing the Future series. I'm here with RBM and Eric
Yup.
Johnson, and we are ready to get into the second episode. We are hyped for this. We got Randy
Oh, hell
Couture
yeah.
versus Andre Arlovski.
Yup.
Let's get into it.
Man, I cannot tell you how much Arlovski pissed me off in the Affliction series me and Eric had on the Bird Wrestling. He
The
popped for
Berg
roids so many
Wrestling.
times.
Goated.
Goated, yes.
We have the Berg Wrestling here. Is Eric Johnson still here? He's muted, but he's still
muted.
here.
Yeah.
Our channel was goated. We had a Raw versus WCW series on that channel before it stopped.
Yep.
It was getting serious. It was getting real good.
Oh, yeah.
You got Chuck Liddell fighting on this card.
Chuck Liddell versus Forrest Griffin. Two crowd favorites going at it.
Alright, we kick everything off with the prelims. The Flame, Robbie Oliver versus the Fluke, Josh Grisby.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
It's Eric Johnson, everybody.
I've seen that.
He's back.
I've seen that. Chuck Liddell and Forrest Griffin, and what else we got? The main event.
Randy Couture.
Main event, Couture, Arlovski, you know. Remember how many times Arlovski...
And Arlovski's going to get popped for, like, roids 3 times. We had to fire him. We didn't have a choice.
Mm-hmm. Then we brought him back, and then he popped for roids again.
Yeah, after the second time, we decided, I think 2 strikes is enough.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so the Fluke, he gets the decision. Go to fight.
Good stuff.
The Fluke. Why would that even be a nickname? That sounds like such an insult.
The Fluke.
I know. It's probably his trainer gave that to him. All right, we got the Angel of Death. Now that's a good nickname.
Well, that's usually how you get it, but I don't know how you get Fluke.
The Angel of Death, Damasio Page versus Ox Cody Wheeler. Let's see who wins this one.
It's kind of ironic his nickname's Ox because he's definitely not the damn size of one.
He is definitely not. Although he has a text tattooed on his stomach, so who knows?
Yeah, I don't know the backstory on that, but he's definitely not the size of one.
Maybe it stands for oxygen.
Well,
Angel of Death wins.
Another good fight.
you know, that's a cold nickname. That trainer's like, I like this guy. Give him a good career.
Vanessa Porto versus Amanda Buckner.
I believe that
Porto's a pretty good fighter.
Mm-hmm. All right, looks like we're dead even when it comes to the Vegas betting odds, so we'll see how this plays out. 2 grapplers.
This is the first women's featherweight fight in the history of UFC.
And
it happened in 2009. Oh my god.
Yep. All right, let's see how this plays out. And
Amanda
it's a TKO.
Buckner wins.
1 minute 51 into the first round.
That didn't last very long. It was historic, though.
I mean, in fairness, you don't last very long either.
I lasted about as long as I do in bed.
It's because my ass
the main show, the Tara Matt Sarah versus Matt Hughes.
2 former welterweight champions right here.
See who wins. Matt Hughes defeats the Tara Matt Sarah by majority decision.
In a poor fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, these guys are like grapple hogs, and like they will just hug each other. I knew that fight was gonna go bad.
I have a feeling Matt Hughes fell asleep a few times in that fight.
They sure did. I could have told you that was gonna happen.
All right, moving on.
So wait, that was a fight between the 2 guys that GSP couldn't beat?
Yes, but then beat twice.
I know, but I'm just saying, the guys he lost to, that's funny.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Yeah,
the Iceman, Chuck Liddell versus Forrest Griffin.
Good job, narrators.
Yep. Hey, you're in here too. 39-year-old Chuck Liddell just lost his title to Rashad Evans not too long ago in real life. Well, in terms of 2009, he has not been fighting for a while now, except for that one stint with Tito Ortiz. But we don't talk about that. He's taking on Forrest Griffin. Let's see.
He is on the downturn of his career. Forrest Griffin is just on the upturn.
Actually, he was kind of on the downturn too. He was racking up some injuries at this point. So let's see how this fight.
I believe that was around 2010 that happened, his injuries.
Yeah, but he was starting to kind of get worn down at this point, too.
Okay, well, maybe we can catch it before that.
Yep. And who knows, maybe Chuck Liddell's about to go on a career resurgence. Right here. Let's see how this fight plays out. And the Iceman gets the win in a decent fight.
That was a shit rating. Oh, man.
Oh, it's better than the last fight.
Not a good look for the main event.
Better than the last fight, that's for sure.
Oh, wait, that's not the main event.
This is not the main event. Yeah, no, we got a ways to go.
We got Michael Bisping versus
Matt Lindland.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we got Matt Lindland. He tore it up in our Affliction series, but he's here in the UFC. Let's see how it goes. Matt Lindland, 39 years of age. Michael Bisping, 31 years of age. Even back in 2009, he was an old fuck.
See who wins. Oh, wow.
Matt Lindland hands Michael Bisping his second loss of his career in a good fight, a minute and a half into the first round, by armbar. As to fight next, he wants that guy. Insert Japanese name.
Azuru Takochi.
Like I said, insert Japanese name.
The co-main event.
Was this for the bantamweight title?
Yep, the bantamweight championship.
Who is going to be the first ever UFC bantamweight champion? We got some jiu-jitsu guy. Oh god, we made a mistake.
What?
Oh, these guys are going to grapple the whole time.
Oh, two jiu-jitsu fighters.
Mm-hmm. Alright, he's now on the ground in his ground guard. Oh, he's going for a triangle choke. And he gets it. He taps him out less than a minute. A minute 10 into the first round. We get a triangle choke.
Oh, wow. Well, that guy's good. Alright, he's the new bantamweight champion.
Alright, Masa Kuza, your first ever UFC bantamweight champion.
Plans to be champion for a very long time. As we get into the main event,
for the interim heavyweight title,
Randy
facing Brock
Couture
Lesnar at UFC 100. Is it the natural
Andre Arlovski
or Captain America himself, the natural Randy Couture, old ass Randy Couture?
Who's fighting Brock Lesnar for the heavyweight championship at UFC 100? Who's going to become the interim heavyweight champion here tonight? Let's find out.
Let's hope Arlovski doesn't pop for roids and Couture doesn't retire right here and now.
Didn't Lesnar beat Couture for the heavyweight title?
He did.
We could have a rematch.
Alright, the fighters touch gloves. They come forward and engage. Arlovski moves in fast for the clinch. And he goes for the takedown. But he can't get it. Arlovski looks for the trip takedown, sweeping the leg. Now, you have to know, Couture, he is an accomplished Greco-Roman wrestler. He tried it 3 times. He tried to get onto the Olympic wrestling team, but 3 times he failed. But Each time. He almost got there each and every time.
Who's winning?
I'm gonna guess Couture wins it, unless Arlovski throws like a flash high kick. Couture can't manage to catch Arlovski. Both fighters come together and strike. Eric, what are your thoughts on the card so far?
I think it's fantastic. Sorry,
that's great. That's great to hear.
This is great to hear. You know, we got Randy Couture, we got Andre Arlovski, who got popped for like roids.
Oh, a strike opened up, a noticeable gash above Arlovski. That's gonna be tough for him. Blood's gonna be pouring down into that eye.
There you go. That's it.
A 2-punch combination. Randy Couture doesn't connect with the right hand. And
make him hate steroids. Make him hate the roids.
It was a close round, but the narrator gives it to Arlovski, 10-9.
Didn't Arlovski just get cut?
Yeah, he did.
What the fuck? I don't know.
Left jab from Couture, but fails to hit a right cross. Couture attacks with a left jab, but his right hook is ducked. Arlovski, he's starting to slow down that gas tank. The heavyweight's always failing. A quick exchange.
Well, they are heavy.
They are heavyweights. Ironically, the 45-year-old Couture has a better gas tank. Good work by Couture, able to avoid some of Arlovski's damage. Couture not having taken even one shot. So Couture, he's showing great head movement. He's able to avoid a lot of what Pitbull's throwing at him. 1-2, but Arlovski was equal to it. He goes into the clinch with Couture again, and he looks for a trip takedown. It's unsuccessful. The Greco-Roman wrestler, Couture stands firm. Arlovski goes again, but Couture stands firm yet again. Couture out-wrestles Arlovski, and he's able to separate from Arlovski. I don't know if that's necessarily the wisest move from Couture. Arlovski, he's shown that he's a bit more aggressive, so Couture, he's going to have to start kind of wrestling him more often, be a little bit, because his strikes are sure not...
I mean, I get why Couture's doing a conservative route. I mean, he is 45 years old at this point, right?
He is, but a lot of his success comes when he gets top mount and does some ground and pound, perhaps some submissions from top guard. But that's not what he's doing right here. He seems to be content with going toe-to-toe with Arlovski. But who knows? Maybe he's trying to get Arlovski even more tired so he can finish him off easier.
There we go. He feinted him. This was what he wanted. There you go.
With a right hook, he catches him. Arlovski is looking very tired.
And then Couture, finally, there it is. Exactly what you said. Look at that. He gets in the half guard. This is where he gets very good positioning right here.
Yeah, I mean, with age comes experience. He passes control. He's going to look to fuck him up right here.
Apply a crucifix.
Can't quite manage it. Couture blocks Arlovski as he tries to transition to guard. He looks to get a mount.
And a ground and pound. Here it comes. Boom, boom. There it goes.
But
man.
Possibly saved by the bell. But I think Couture has a clear advantage now. He has the momentum.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Arlovski's on wobbly legs right now. There it is. Oh, he's trying to get the vicious right. There it is.
He's missing these vicious right hands, I think. And now fatigue's starting to creep in.
Round 4.
Yeah, we're in championship rounds right now. I think what Couture needs to do is I think he needs to go for a takedown. Couture looks for a takedown.
Speaking of which, the trip
unsuccessful.
Arlovski really wants to win this title.
Yeah, it's the biggest fight of his career up to this point.
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. Arlovski looking to prove himself in his career.
Couture, that age starting to kind of creep in.
There we go. Takedown again. Look at this. Arlovski, with using adversity, somehow still fighting through these grapples.
Both fighting through the grappling and their fatigue. A good right hand.
This is going to come down to, I think this fight is going to come down to who's going to make the mistake. Who's going to make that fatal mistake?
Exactly. Who wants it more? I mean, at this point, Couture,
he wants this damn championship. He wants the glory. He's fighting for it hard.
I mean, at this point, Couture doesn't really have much left to prove. He's already been a light heavyweight champion, already a heavyweight champion. I mean, so in theory,
why don't just tell him that? He's still diving after him.
I know. Here he is. He's still going after Arlovski like his life depends on it. He wants the revenge on Lesnar. He wants his actual real title back. And time expires. Couture gets it, but only 10-9. So the narrator has it all tied up, dead even, going into the final round.
Biggest round in heavyweight title history.
Yes.
Up to this point. Here we go, the most important final round. What is going to happen? Yes, this is even bigger than any Dan Severn fight. I said it.
I mean, I feel like a lot of fights are bigger. Both guys, they are very tired. They're giving everything they have for this sport they love so much. Arlovski attempts to wrestle Couture to the ground, but he can't do it. Couture is able to maintain. Arlovski tries to do it again. I mean, say what you will. Arlovski may not be being very successful when it comes to his takedowns, but he's showing the judges right now that he has more in the tank, that he wants it more. Couture has to...
It's still a stalemate to this point. Both of these guys ain't quitting.
We move into the second half of the
interim title.
Arlovski, he steps in. What was that?
He said this is just the interim title?
This is just interim title. Who's going to fight Brock in the main event of UFC 100, the biggest pay-per-view of all time?
I think the bigger fight's Randy Couture, but...
Yeah.
Is he even going to make it to that fight? He might retire.
He might. Final minute of the round.
He
of
retires,
the fight.
Rip.
Meet in the center and start to strike. Arlovski misses with a big right hand, putting him off balance. Couture comes back in with a counter. Arlovski is totally gassed. They come together to strike in the final half minute of this round. Arlovski misses a jab but lands a right hook. Couture connects with a left hand. These men are going to the final bell.
All good clinch. Like 30 seconds left. Arlovski cannot stop a takedown. 13 seconds.
Can Couture pull something off?
That might have been it. Yeah, he might have just willed himself a victory. Let's see what happens. Oh my god. You can stop that timer. Here we go. Wait. 49-46. Randy Couture. So wait a minute. Couture had him winning 4 out of the 5 rounds. All 3 judges.
Randy Couture is the new interim heavyweight champion of the world.
But will he retire right here and now, or will he take Lesnar on at the pay-per-view?
At
UFC 100. Let's find out.
He's going on.
He celebrates being the new champion and says that he's going to go on and unify the title. He wants Lesnar.
He's going on to fight Brock Lesnar.
Translate Lesnar, I want my rematch. I'm coming after you, buddy.
So that's it. UFC headlining UFC 100 will be Randy Couture versus Brock Lesnar 2.
Oh man, that's gonna be the biggest fight in history.
We sold about $6 million at the gate. Yeah, 5.5 at the gate.
Some tickets. That's crazy.
$6 million on pay-per-view. A critical rating of 63. We lost pop, but we gained pop everywhere else. I think we're.
You know what? I bet in 2009 that's pretty good money to make back then.
Yeah.
fight and submission of the
Nowadays,
night
I'd be like,
to
oh.
the co-main event.
Yeah, that was probably the best fight.
Mm-hmm.
And we gained
All right,
$10
we
million.
get $10.5 million.
And that was the episode. As we head into the
Well,
next.
hold on. Let's check out the rankings. See how that changes up.
I'm gonna pause the video real quick, guys, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back.
Yeah.
We got a rival bid for Damasio Page. We have 4 shows left contracted for DirecTV.
Okay.
Auto contract renewal.
All right, let's check out the rankings, and then we'll send these guys on their merry. We'll send the viewers on their merry way.
Randy
All right, so
and Brock
Couture,
Lesnar.
#1 contender, obviously.
Chuck Liddell,
Light
number
heavyweight
2
is
light
Chuck
heavyweight.
Liddell. So it looks like he's going to be fighting whoever wins between Lyoto Machida and Quentin Rampage Jackson. Middleweight, Rich Franklin is still #1 contender. I guess he's going to face either Yushin Okami or Matt Lindland.
Silva fighting.
What?
Looks like Matt Hughes will face the winner of the title fight there. What's going on with lightweight?
All right, so BJ Penn, he's taking on a Shinya Aoki at UFC 100. He just beat Ken Flo, I believe. So now, no, he beat Sean Shirk. Faber, he's the featherweight champion. We got him against, I'm going to be honest, we went for a money fight because we need a pay-per-view main event. And then I guess we're going to hold #1 contendership for the bantamweight title, and we got a one-night women's featherweight tournament to decide who's going to be our first ever UFC women's featherweight champion.
A UFC 100. Alright, so the next pay-per-view is going to be Rampage Jackson versus Lyoto Machida. And in the co-main event,
Thiago Alves versus John Fitch for the interim welterweight title. Because GSP, he's going up to middleweight. That's right, we're getting the dream fight at UFC 100. Not only will we have Brock Lesnar versus Randy Couture, let's maybe pan over to the card. We are going to have Anderson Silva versus George St. Pierre, middleweight title on the line. BJ Penn versus Shinya Aoki. We're going to have Alexandra Francis Nogueira versus Mark Hominick. Featherweight title, not featherweight title, featherweight, a nice fast featherweight match right there. We're going to have the first ever women's featherweight title match, and we also, starting off the show, another featherweight match, Inoue versus Tamura. So, folks, we got some shows coming up for you guys. Stay tuned.
hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. This is RPJ with RBM and Eric Johnson, and we are signing off. Peace.
Eat a dick.